Split 3 it is here in Silverstone, and welcome to the highest Split 3 SoF we ever had, 1784. Few drivers we usually expect to be in Split 2, like James Steer, who we see here, right here, Peter McIntyre for another example, but also a few people that so far this season have been mainstays of Split 3, like Dan Thornton, who we saw in the back there for a moment, Toby Keele, James Moore. They all returned for the third race here in Split 3. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 1784, high iRating for Split 3. And with that, let's cut right to it. Let's take a look how qualifying went. See the starting grid. And then I hope we will be at the start of a very exciting race. And now we know our grid, and the lights here in Silverstone are turning red, and we are waiting its green, and here we are, Split 3, pole sitter Mike Murphy leading the pack of 19 drivers to Copse Corner for the first time. But I don't think he will stay in the lead, because Jack Contreras, that was a good start. But no, he stays in front. Okay, I take it back. First time into turn 2 and 3. Maggots. Ooh, Alex Reed going wide. Going super wide. This costs a lot of positions. Rejoin. Safe. Ah, that cost a lot. And now there are 3 wide. Oh no! No. Camera didn't even want to show it. And they've meet. Oh, okay, different start to the first 2 races we saw this week. Lot of things are happening here in Split 3 already. On lap 1, Murphy and Contreras fighting for the lead. James Steer and Dan Thornton. Dan Thornton, he drove all of his races in Split 3 this season, goes wide in Copse Corner. Not good. James Steer, a driver who started in Split 3 last season, worked his way up to Split 2, and now surprisingly in a Split 3 race again. Same for Peter McIntyre, usually a driver you expect to be in Split 2. But this shows you how strong the SoF fields are becoming. Really strong, that is, by the way. I mean, like I said, 1785. This overlay says, iRacing says it's 1784. Details. It's the highest Split 3 we ever had. Facts. Peter McIntyre under attack from Jack Davies. Bergie's a tighter line. He wants to get into P3. 2 drivers with similar iron. Here we are. Yeah, there are 8 points separated. Super close. Super close. Bergie's on the outside. Maybe taking a sniff. This is more than a sniff. And Peter McIntyre is dropping 1, 2, 3 places, maybe even 4. This was way more than just a sniff. Ladies and gentlemen, Split 3 shows a different face than Splits 1 and 2 in the early parts of the race. Toby Keel, he is in P7. He is now attacking the unlucky Peter McIntyre. We have to take a look at this at the end in the replays, how much it was a McIntyre mistake, a Bergie's mistake, somewhere in the middle, who knows. Bruce Silva, he is now trying to gain P3. We have seen him a few times in the SoF races last season. This season he is, I believe, mostly an SFL driver. But we welcome everyone. Ooh, James Steer! Super wide. Maybe gives him a sling to gain it back against Simon, Delage. It's definitely not Delegui. Definitely not. I hope. My French is not the best. Excusez-moi. But James Steer gets his P9 back to attacking Dan Thornton, who is in P7. This is Richard Holloway and John Robinson. This is for P13. Difference in iRating quite a bit, 550 roughly. Holloway over 2000, Robinson almost 1500. This is for P13. Yeah, Mike Murphy, he is the leader. We have not seen a lot of him. A second in front of Jack Contreras, then 1.5 seconds to Jack Bergies, who is under heavy attack from Bruce Silva. Miles Layfield P5, and Peter McIntyre after the incident with Bergies in P6, seemingly able to withstand the pressure from Toby Keel, Dan Thornton, and James Steer. He's leading this little pack, so to speak, that goes all the way back to P10. Five minutes are over. We are jumping back and forth back to this rather big group, not surprisingly. The overlay likes to focus on close battles for potential overtakes, etc., which is the main reason. If we have a leader that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds away, we don't see him because there's nobody to battle. Holloway and Israel Castro. Holloway to the inside, wants to get P12, working his way up. And now they are side by side. Down to turn 4, this is Miles Layfield and Bruce Silva. Nice little jump cut, James Steer, Dan Thornton. Many battles. It's a good track for the Clio. Watch out with your tail and the nose. Everything is good. But yeah, the layout fits the Clio nicely. Not sure how it would be on the big Grand Prix layout. That would be probably a bit much. On the other hand, would be interesting as well. But we are on the national layout, and so far we have 3 good races. Layfield on the outside, Silva inside. Advantage, Silva, ooh, he touches the curb a little bit. Got unstable. And there was a little bit of touch. This was no ill intent. Just lost a tiny bit of control over the car, but nothing happened. And Layfield not only survives, but maybe... Nah, he brakes earlier. He brakes earlier than Bruce Silva. Interesting. I was almost certain that he would brake later. But now he is through. We don't see it because we focus on Alex Reed and now on James Steer, who is under heavy attack by Simon. So his orientation is rather backwards than forwards into Cobb's corner. place you don't want to look into the rear view mirror. Also, battles further down the grid. Nathan Mead. I still don't know their team name. I'm sorry now that I see his... Door-to-door action. Israel Marquez Castro. He's now in P50. And Simon still looking for a way to get past James Steer. If we take a look at the minimap, Richard Holloway super wide. They're losing quite a few. Now they're 3 wide into left field. This is a potential thumbnail moment. I write that down for me. Please no crashes while I'm riding. Thank you. Thank you. Man, this is... I like the racing this week. It's close, it's intense, it's... But not dirty, So a fine choice for a track. And back to James Steer and his rear view mirror of Simon, who is now turning into the inside looking, and I think he has a chance. I mean, there are so many battles. Our I wanted to say poor, not pure. Sounds similar, different meaning, ladies and gentlemen. Our poor TV overlay has so much to look at. And now we take a look at... Why are we focused on Alex Reed? Ah! Thank you! Little technical problem there! And this was only a matter of time. This was only a matter of time. James Steer... I mean, he did not lose a position. He lost time, yeah. But he's still in P9. Simon still in P10. And this is for P12. Rob Blay and Richard Holloway. Holloway, he made a mistake earlier that dropped him. I believe he was in P12. And now they're going 3 wide into turn 4. Please be civil. Please think about the others. Very nice. Very, very nice. 4 minutes left. And yeah, the picture in the front is getting clearer and clearer. Mike Murphy, pole, fastest lap, leading with 2 seconds. Jack Contreras, like I said, 2 seconds behind. Jack Burgess a second behind that, and Miles Layfield 2.4 seconds, who has Bruce Silva breathing right behind him. Maybe there's a chance to get P4 for Bruce Silva. And Miles Layfield, number 16 driver, so one of the lower iRatings. And for good measure, Nathan Mead gets a taste of Israel Castro as well. Yeah, back to Miles Layfield, who is under attack from Bruce Silva. He is, like I said, car number 16, so a P4 would be a nice iRating gain, showing potential for more. Because if we take a look at the top 6, there's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 4, there's a 3, there's a 5. So the cars you are expecting to be at the top are on the top. Miles Layfield is the odd man out in the top 6. But this is why we drive the races. Suddenly the number 16 car is in P4, and rightfully so. Pace is good. Toby Keel behind Peter McIntyre. This is for P6. Yeah, I still don't know their team name. Toby Keel and his crew of very similar looking cars, like Nathan Mead, who has not the best race, let's put it that way. Maybe one of you guys is watching. Tell me your team name. I want to know. I want to know. And what happened to Bruce Silva? What happened to Bruce Silva? He is standing there in left field. What happened to Brew? He was in P5. Yeah, P5. There was contact between Miles and him, maybe? Ay. He dropped so many places. He's now in 14. Ay. Definitely something we have to take a look at the end. And also what happened for Jack Contreras. There must have been a driver mistake, because not only is he 3 seconds behind Mike Murphy now. No, look, Jack Burgess 0.1, and Burgess goes maybe even through. They are in between turn 4s and 5. They are now in left field. Sadly, we are focusing on battle for P15. I mean, it's a three-way battle, that's nice, but I would like to see what happens there in P2, because Jack Burgess is through. Was not expecting a change in positions there at this stage of the race, because it seemed as if the positions were settled, but Contreras, he may... Oh, look at that slide from Burgess. Have you seen this? Both go wide. Contreras wants P2 back. We are in the finishing stages of the race. He's now on the inside, but and once again, we are focused on something different. I have to commentate blindly. Oh, this is super wide. Burgess and Contreras. Burgess in P2. They are now on the Oh, Israel. He has quite an eventful race. They're side by side. Thank you. Can we please now focus on them? This is important. This is for P2. And I think Contreras stays in P3. Because the time is up. Ooh, late move there by Rob Blay, I believe it was. And Mike Murphy, we will see him right now. Dominant win. Number 1 driver. Pole, fastest lap. P1. Burgess, Contreras, Layfield, McIntyre, Toby Keele. But yeah, a lot to unpack. The biggest question for me is what happened with Brew and Miles Layfield, because he dropped almost 10 positions as a result. Yeah, eventful late overtake for P2 as well. And now we're waiting for Israel Custer to finish the race. He is now in Woodcote corner. There he is. And throw. So yeah, Mike Murphy, congratulations. Very well done. And the second half here as well. From Holloway to the disconnected Alex Reed. Whew! I noticed that I'm losing my voice. And I still have split 4 to do, but not so fast, sunshine. We still have replays, we still have standings, so let's take a look at them. And we are back at the official standings, link in the description as always. And as usual, let's take a look where our split 3 drivers we just saw appear in the standings. Of course, we have to take a closer look. And I think the first one I see is Dan Thornton. He is in P23. Congratulations. I believe he's the highest. I see Toby Keele in P33. I see Peter McIntyre in 36. James Moore in 37. Nathan Mead 41. Yeah, there are quite a few. There are quite a few, and this is nicely. Quite a few of them in the top 50. I believe we have 129 drivers that have driven at least one race this season in the SoF's time split. Nice. And speaking of nice things, let's take a look at the Split 3 Championship. And no big surprise, as he's the highest in the standings. And he has also driven all of his races in P3. In Split 3. None of them finishing in P3 though, but he has a win. Dan Thornton! He has 60 points in this point system, in front of Toby Keel and Miles Layfield. Dan Thornton 15 points ahead. Then we have 3 drivers with 30 points, 2 of them one-time appearances with a win. And overall we have 39 drivers that have driven a Split 3 race. Nice. Yeah. This was Split... Nah, this was not Split 3. We are not done yet. You know the drill by now. Few highlights are following. And then tomorrow, for the 4th and final time, Silverstone. Split 4 again. It's amazing. Like I said, it's so amazing to have 4 splits for 3 races in a row. This time even the highest attendance ever. This is amazing for the SoF. It makes for amazing content and I'm thankful for that, even if it's more work for me. But we don't care about that, don't we? So yeah, enough of my blabbering because I'm losing my voice again. I still have one more race to broadcast because I do them back to back because I'm insane. And since I am insane, you will now leave me with my insanity. Watch the highlights and see you tomorrow for Split... No, almost said Split 3. For Split 4, of course. Until then, see ya.